So General Mattis was down at Quantico while we were going through. He was a 3-star. And, TBS, he would come and talk to us, but during IOC, he loved us. Like, for example, the Marine Corps birthday, we're on the mortar range. He comes out with beer and steaks. And he's like, I could be up in DC, but why would I want to be there? I want to be with the guys. And, having a beer with him out in the range. And I'm just like, which probably is illegal, but I'm like, having a conversation. I'm like, and he's telling me about getting in fights, and he got in some big bar fight up in Canada. And I don't know if that fight happened like 2 weeks ago or like 20 years ago, the way he was kind of describing it. But he just loved us and thought the world of us and was just a great guy to have around. So one day we're in the classroom, and our classroom was like a stadium seating. And we get our orders, and we were just an East Coast heavy class. Like, I think there was like 10 guys that were sending out to Pendleton, but they were prior enlisted and they had families out there. So it's natural you would just put them out there, right? So this one prior enlisted Marine is having a meltdown. Like, he's freaking out. He's like, I can't go to Lejeune, no. And, out in the field, he was kind of bumming cigarettes from some of the enlisted guys and just kind of doing things you probably shouldn't be doing at that point. And the next day, we're just in the classroom, and General Mattis's aides walk in, and you see the captain look at General Mattis's like aides, and he's like, "What's up?" And it's like, just 1 second. I hate to interrupt. He goes, "Hey guys, General Mattis is going to walk in. Do not stand. Doesn't want to be recognized." He goes, "Major, sir, he's going to want to have a conversation with you." Now, where I'm sitting, I'm right by an emergency exit door, and I'm like right on the aisle. So next thing you know, General Mattis walks up, and the major's walking down, and they meet right next to me. And so I'm just like, oh, and Major has his book out, like he's kind of doing the whole thing, like, standing on the yellow footprints. And General Mattis goes, "What the fuck is a malfunction here in Infantry Officer Course?" And he's like, "Sir, I'm not trapped. One of your officers is refusing my orders." And he's like, "Well, he's thinking he would like to go out to California." And he goes, No. He's pretty much telling me to go fuck myself." And he's like, "Well, I don't think he's saying that, General Mattis." And he's like, "No, he is." He's like, "Matter of fact, he doesn't deserve to be a Marine officer, infantry officer." He's like, "Get him out of this class. He's dismissed." And he's turned and walked right out that door. And the major goes down. He goes, "You are dismissed from Infantry Officer Course. We'll figure something out." And he had to go do a different career path.
Oh my God, dude.
I remember sitting there thinking, like, General Mattis could tell me my duty station is Alaska and the uniform of the day is a bikini. And I was like, "Thank you for the opportunity." I mean, it was a straight up God gun came down and disappeared.
Dang,
so
man.
I had to tell you that story.
No, that's crazy. That guy is probably like, fuck, I shouldn't have been bitching about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Well, yeah, it's like when I get like a good friend of mine, he retired after, and he was like a fantastic Marine officer, and he would have been a full bird colonel if he felt like it. But they wanted to put him in different places, and he goes, when you start questioning orders, it's probably time for you to get out of the Marine Corps. It's like it's just what we're supposed to do. They want us to go somewhere, we go. We shouldn't really like bitch and moan about it. And I saw it live and in action when a guy bitched and moaned. Okay, you're out of here.
Especially as a second lieutenant. That's like a Lance Corporal bitching. Like, no one cares, man. Just go do what you're supposed to do. Like, nobody gives a fuck.
I mean, I was just like, dude, we're infantry officers. I'm like, badass. I mean, we just like, that's a major hurdle for us. So, yeah, that was crazy. But back to 2-8. So we checked in, and then we just had to kind of get right after it because we were getting ready to go to a Fallujah, Iraq in about 6 months or 7 months, something like that.
How did the workup look for you guys?